Welcome to Standing in the Gap's highlights. This week's highlight is from the Billion Dollar Prayer episode. Given the extensive dialogue and interactions presented in the script, we will focus on summarizing the key themes, participants, and aims of the conversation, enriching the narrative with implied context and potential real-world implications. The Billion Dollar Prayer podcast episode offers a dynamic and engaging exploration of the intersection between faith, entrepreneurship, and the power of prayer in business. This episode features a host named Richy Rich, co-host Aaron The Mann, and a guest, Chris Mapson, who hails from Kelowna, BC, and is celebrated for his unique approach to bridging business success with spiritual practices through his platform, billiondollartribes.com. Overview of themes and discussion points. 1. Integrating prayer with business. Chris Mapson introduces the concept of praying in sales, advocating for a spiritual approach to entrepreneurship. He suggests that incorporating prayer can lead to significant financial growth and success in business ventures. 2. Spiritual wealth versus material wealth. The dialogue delves into the ethical implications of wealth, distinguishing between the love of money as a potential root of evil and the constructive use of money for societal good. This distinction underscores a broader conversation on utilizing wealth to support altruistic causes like aiding the homeless and feeding the poor. 3. Power of community and accountability. The concept of building a tribe or community around shared spiritual and entrepreneurial goals is emphasized. Chris shares success stories stemming from collective prayer and the establishment of accountability mechanisms within these tribes, suggesting a multiplier effect on individual and communal success. 4. Tangible outcomes from faith-based practices. Testimonials and case studies are discussed, illustrating how specific businesses have experienced growth and success following Chris's guidance on incorporating prayer into their strategic planning and execution. 5. Philosophical and theological reflections. Rich discussions around scripture and philosophical reflections on the nature of desire, prosperity, and divine intentionality provide a theological foundation to the episode's theme. Verses from the Bible are cited to argue that engaging with one's spirituality and inviting divine intervention can positively impact business and personal endeavors. 6. Challenges to conventional business wisdom. The episode challenges traditional business strategies by proposing that divine intervention through prayer and faith can be just as critical to enterprise success as conventional methods like marketing and financial planning. 7. Calls to action and personal development. An invitation is extended to the listeners to explore how integrating their faith with their business practices could lead to not just financial prosperity, but also contribute to a greater good. 8. Engagement and participation. The podcast encourages interaction, inviting listeners to join the movement and witness firsthand the power of integrating faith into their business practices. Offers like free advertisement slots for new clients of the billiondollartribes.com through the podcast provide a tangible incentive for engagement. Conclusion. This episode of The Billion Dollar Prayer reinforces the concept that business success and spiritual growth are not mutually exclusive, but can be synergistically pursued to achieve both material prosperity and fulfill a higher purpose. Through Richy Rich and Aaron's discussion with Chris Mapson, listeners are invited to reflect on their spiritual beliefs, their approach to business, and how combining the two can lead to unprecedented success and fulfillment. Catch the complete episode on platforms like YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Don't forget to share and hit the subscribe button for more upcoming episodes. And remember, the best is yet to come.